you guys? Welcome back to your next Monday night Geek Out Sesh. This is for Geeks by Geeks, the place where geeks come to geek out. And as always, I am Boser. And it has been a few weeks since we've been able to do this, so I honestly feel like I've been a little out of practice. Felt a little rusty. Thanks for the cut. Yes, I did get a nice haircut. If anybody notices, it's always Alec in the chat. Speaking of the chat, if this is your first time here at the 4 Geeks by Geeks Geek Out Sesh, welcome. I love you. And if you're not hanging out live here on Twitch, if you're watching back on YouTube or on our podcast, then thank you so much. Feel free to stop by on Twitch on a Monday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard, and geek out with us live here and hang out in the chat. But because we got T here, we have Alec here, we've got Eric Jaws here, and T's coming at the old eyebrows. That old chestnut, low-hanging fruit. Do something better. My serum is almost here, and I'm gonna have bushy eyebrows before you know it. I hope it's been product tested, and I'm not just like putting animal urine on my face or something. Anyway, we are geeking out tonight, and before we get started, I want to know the question of the day that has absolutely nothing to do with tonight, but I'm really curious. There it is. I want to know, I have a question because I recently found out that this isn't true with everybody. When you think, do you hear a voice in your head? Or do you just have a thought, but you don't hear a sound? Do you have an internal monologue? Yes, T, that's what I'm talking about. T's got an internal monologue. I almost want to know before I say anything. Like, hear with my eyes, or like talking with your mouth closed? No. Well, like you hear it in your brain, like when you are thinking. Like, I'm gonna think, I like bananas. I heard that in my mind. Like, I could hear it. It feels like a voice. Alex says yes. Eric says, my own mouth is an internal monologue. And Clune says, if you don't hear one, you're a psycho. Clunes, you said it, not me. Even though I did say it pre-stream to my guest tonight. Because I want to know if anybody's coming in the chat tonight, or even after the fact on YouTube, I want to hear a comment, or hit us up. If you listen to a podcast, I want to know, do you think and you don't have an internal monologue and you don't hear a voice? I need to know how many people of you are out there. But I'm tired of keeping my guests in the wings because I think you're really going to want to hang out with him. I had the pleasure of spending a very short time with him a couple years ago at C2E2. He was a ton of fun, and I've seen lots of pictures prior, but we didn't get the time to really get to know each other and talk about the craft of cosplay like I really wanted to. So I'm really excited to do this. T says, however, I can't visualize anything in my head. That's interesting. Okay, I wonder, that would be the next question of the day. Can you visualize things in your head? Can you see pictures in your head? Or only hear sounds? I can see things. Do you dream? Oh my god, I have so many questions, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So please, guys, please welcome my guest for tonight, the very one and only Alucard Cosplay. Hello, buddy. Now's when you say hi. There you go. How are you doing tonight? Jordan is the name. Cosplay is the game.
Yep. I've been doing good.
So, Jordan, when you think, do you hear a voice?
I do hear a voice.
Okay. So
and it goes back and forth at times.
Goes back and forth? What do you mean?
I usually hear the voice in my head when I'm trying to make decisions on things.
Oh.
Like, should I not?
Would you find
like,
that the voice
this, but...
in your head is more accurate than the one that comes out of your mouth?
Yes.
Okay. So is this internal monologue or dissociative personality? I'm not quite sure. That's a joke.
Who knows?
Alex says, does your inner voice tell you to shave your eyebrows, Boser? No, my genetics did. Look, you can see them. You can see them. Get off my eyebrows. But Jordan, I've always wondered. You go by on your socials Alucard. What is that? Am I just uneducated?
Alucard has been many references. The earliest is vampire stories because it's actually just Dracula spelled backwards.
Oh my
And that's
god.
a persona he uses at pretending to be human.
Oh my god. I think you did tell me that a long time ago. What? So why the Dracula spelled backwards? Why is that your alias?
Well, my original alias I used was Dante, actually.
Dante.
Because I've always kind of been into darker things, darker aspects. So, like Dante's Inferno.
Oh, like the seven realms of hell? 9?
9 Circles of Hell.
Mm-hmm. I'm very abreast on those things, yeah. Clearly. So
Yeah,
you mentioned that you're really into dark stuff, and we're going to get into that because I've always noticed that about your cosplay. And I wanted to know if it would match your personality getting to hang out with you in person. So save those thoughts. We'll get to it. But let's go way back. Take us back in the story of Jordan. How did you first get into cosplay?
It was a little bit through my childhood, through family, and my art teacher in college. Because growing up, I was an October baby. So Halloween, all that. My family did haunted houses, like our own little haunted house we do at our home. Open up our garage, make a little tunnel, go through the backyard, out the side. I'd always dress up for it, so that kind of got ingrained into me.
So you've always been into the spooky stuff.
Yep.
I've always wanted, as a kid, I always wanted to do that, like have a haunted house in my own house. But I felt like it was impossibly hard. Does anybody in the chat, you ever did that too? I want to know. So what is it? No, don't ask that yet, Boser. Don't ask that yet. Was it Halloween that brought you to cosplay?
What really brought me cosplay was in college. My art teacher was actually doing a comic, and he told me that there's conventions. And I thought, oh, that sounds like fun to go. So my very first convention I went to was C2E2.
In what year was that?
And I had a blast in 2014.
Okay, so a little while
my
ago.
First convention. Yes. And then at the end of 2015, Force Awakens came out.
Right.
And when that did, everyone kept asking me, it's like, are you going to dress up as him? Are you going to go to a convention as him? You've never dressed up before. So I eventually kind of caved into peer pressure, showed up at the convention as Kylo Ren, and the reaction I got from it hooked me.
Interesting. I love that peer pressure was the thing that pushed you to cosplay. Because were you with other cosplayers?
No, I was by myself. I had actually only gone with my dad, who was not dressed up.
What? So people pressure you to dress up and they're not even going to dress up?
No.
Bad friends. Bad con friends. But you dressed up like Kylo Ren and you enjoyed it.
Yep.
What was you said that feeling just made me want to keep doing it. What was that feeling?
Just the reaction from the everyone, all the fellow fans, especially the kids. Yeah. The kids really made the day.
Yeah.
Some of the kids get so excited seeing me.
And honestly,
it's like, oh my god, that's Kylo Ren.
Yeah. Because you have the face shape of Adam Driver. You have the hair. Like, I could believe if you walked in that might do a double take. That might be him.
Yep.
Who went to school here in Mishawaka, by the way. In our part of town here where I'm at. And I always like that feeling of dressing up, even though it feels like when you're dressing up as something that just came out, it feels like, oh, of course, cliche, like, of course you're going to dress up. But you get those immediate reactions of the kids that have just gotten into cosplay.
Yep.
And that just makes it worthwhile. Did anybody try to fight you?
No, but I did have a funny interaction as I was walking around the show floor with my dad. Because what happens with Han Solo, the person was like, "Oh, is this your dad?" It's like, "Yeah." He grabs my arm, held me in place, and went to my dad. Just went, "Run, run! You gotta live."
If only he was there. Where was he in the movie?
Yep.
That's funny. I mean, that's the whole point of cosplay, right?
Yep.
Do you find that when you're cosplaying, do you get really into character, or it's just like, hey, look, I'm wearing a great costume, I feel good about myself?
I feel it's a bit of both. Like my normal face and emotions are just kind of just normal, just face.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like, all right, so it's not that hard to pretend to be a little bit angry, upset, mean. But at other times, like, I love, like, goofing off. Like, I saw a little kid as Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably only, like, 5 or 6. I dropped to my knees and just started going, "Grandpa, Grandpa! You got so little, what happened?"
Do you find that cosplay gives you more confidence to do that kind of thing than you would in your just own personal life?
It does.
I'm just kind of getting that from you because like, I've seen some pictures of your cosplay, and chat, we're gonna take a stroll through those Instagram photos in just a minute, and you'll notice that you've got such confidence, and like, you go full send into character, especially the what's the creepy Joker with the spikes across your eyes?
The Batman who laughs.
That's it. Like, it's terrifying, and you look like fully committed to that. And like I said, I've only hung out with you at a con briefly. I haven't actually got to spend like some real life face-to-face time, and I wasn't sure what kind of interaction we were going to have, what kind of person I was walking into. And then we get on, and you're just like so relaxed. You're just like, oh, that is interesting.
Yeah.
So what is it? And I'm asking this for anybody watching back after the fact that maybe they lack confidence in their own lives, or whether they are hesitant to start cosplaying or get into it, even though there's a part of them, a part of you, I'm talking to you at home, that wants to try it. Give them a reason to get into cosplay based on that newfound confidence.
Just look and find what makes you happy. Maybe it's you want to be more cool, you want to be darker, you want to be goofier. You can find a costume and a character that you feels like you want to embrace them. And by dressing up as them, it helps you be that person, to show those emotions.
Interesting. I love that. Hope you guys heard that at home. There was something right there at the tip of my tongue. What is it, if you can even put it into words, what is it that gives you that confidence in that moment? Like, why not just act out like you would want to in your out of cosplay, but you can while in cosplay?
I feel it's different factors. Like, you have the outfit, you feel empowered in different ways. Like, as Kylo Ren, it's like, I'm dressed as a leader. I'm dressed as someone powerful.
Uh-huh.
And that feel gives me energy. It makes me stand taller, prouder. And just gives me a sense of energy I don't feel in normal life.
Interesting. Do you consider yourself a leader in normal life?
No.
And that's honest. But like, cosplay gives the opportunity to see what it feels like to be a leader.
And it does.
That's amazing. Are you guys getting this at home? Are you getting this? This is some gold. Who was it? I was talking to somebody. It was a Geek Out Sesh, and it was almost. She shared the idea that it's not wearing a mask to cover up who you are, but it's almost like by putting on that mask, it allows you to be who you fully want to be. It was Steggy. Steggy Stardust said that.
Okay.
Like, is that kind of what you're talking about there?
Yeah, basically, because like I've seen like it was written in a Batman comic, but they're saying that Batman isn't actually the alternate personality. Bruce Wayne's the alternate personality. Because Batman is who he truly is. It's
Yeah,
kind of like that feeling.
which they deal a lot with in the most recent Batman. No spoilers to anybody that hasn't seen it in the chat, but there's that whole idea of like identity and who's the real. I don't want to say Bruce Wayne because Bruce Wayne is a persona of that person, just like Batman's a persona. Did you see the movie?
I have not yet.
You gotta watch it. I really think you're gonna like it, especially with how dark it is. Get on it, chat. What do you think? What are you hearing from this great talk about cosplay? Do you agree with this? Do you feel like more at home with who you are while in cosplay, or do you feel like you cosplay to hide parts of who you are? I think, I'm trying to think, I don't cosplay as often as you do, but the few times that I have, I'm just kind of an attention seeker regardless. So I tend to wear costumes that I know are going to maybe catch some eyes. Just so somebody can come up and like, oh my God, I love this. Or it's be like Critical Role and like, oh my God, I love Critical Role. You love Critical Role. Let's be best friends for the rest of our lives. T says, I cosplay myself. I cosplay someone who has their shit together. That's one of my favorite TikToks. I can't think of the song now, but it's like, it's time to cosplay as someone who has their shit together. They're like dressed in a
I know,
suit.
and then he has his little coffee mug.
Yeah. So you've been cosplaying since 2014, and it's one thing to just go to cons and cosplay because it feels good, but you've kind of gone to the next level. Now you have this whole cosplay account, and you regularly schedule photo shoots with great photographers like Eric Jaws. If you saw the pre-stream picture or from the Instagram, you saw Eric's great work. I love that photo. Actually, I really love that photo of you. So credit to him and credit to you for that great shot. But what pushed you to want to take that next step into this geekdom?
It was kind of just after Kylo Ren happened.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, what about this character that I like? And what about this character that I like? And I slowly learned more and more, which then led me to building things, and that wanted me to make even more things. So it's kind of like a hill, and I'm just going more and more into it.
It just snowballed on its own.
Yep.
Oh my God, T just made a TikTok today that he posted on our TikTok, like asking for anybody. Is there a hobby that you didn't mean to take over your life, but it did?
Yeah, basically this.
So how many different looks do you have? Like how many cosplays do you have?
I'd say including mashups, around 30.
Jeez. That's a lot. It seems like a lot.
It is and isn't, because thanks to mashups, I can reuse different parts of costumes together.
Yeah,
which helps.
I love your mashups, by the way. And so if you don't mind, can we just take a stroll down your Instagram to check out some of these great things that we're talking about?
Yeah.
Let me make sure that everything's in line. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Hello? God, I need different monitors. Y'all donate so I can get more monitors. Okay, there we go. Here's his Instagram. And once again, if you use command Alucard, you can go follow him. And please do. Let's get him to 1,000 followers tonight. So if you're listening back on podcast, y'all, you might need to go check out the YouTubes or just check out Alucard, Alucard, Dracula spelled backwards, 1017, and go give him a follow. I see a lot of Grogu. Are you a big fan of Grogu?
I am. And I even have a little Grogu mashups, as you can see.
What is this, Grogu Krampus?
Grogu Krampus.
In his little death Sith carrier.
Yep.
You look thrilled to be at what this Halloween Christmas themed.
Yep. When you're a single parent and you gotta deal with your misbehaving child.
It's this. This is the face. And this is what's in your hand. Oh god, leaving. Okay. But you're talking about mashups. Like here we see Gunslinger Spawn.
Right?
I'm here for it. What inspires these mashups?
Gunslinger Spawn actually isn't a mashup. He's his own character in the Spawn series.
Are you serious?
Yep. He's actually the Al Simmons ancestor.
Oh, that's dope.
So he's actually from the Wild West.
And like the demon Spawn was like took a role in the Wild West as well. I'm learning right now.
Yep.
I'm today.
His idea of Spawn is it's like a military rank. So there are multiple spawns all throughout history. Like there's a medieval knight spawn, a samurai, and a ninja spawn. And just different spawns across different eras on the planet.
I want to go. Are these comics? These are comics, right? I want to go. What? Read these. Yeah, Eric Jaws says, you just blew Boser's mind. Yeah. That's so cool. I mean, I love the movie, and I knew that it was based on several other things, but y'all, I'm not on this channel because I know anything. So I hang out with all of you to teach me things. And then you have this gem of a chestnut. Just Venom Loki.
Yep.
So I'm seeing some handiwork here. Talk us through like this. Oh god, you can't see it. You can't see it. It doesn't want me to zoom. How did you go about making this?
For the outfit, I actually just bought. The main thing I worked on was his staff.
Yeah, that's what I'm really interested in.
Yeah.
What's that made of?
It's made out of a thin PVC pipe, which I bent with a heat gun to shape it.
Okay.
And EVA foam. So, like, for the basic shape, I kind of just made, like, a little foam football. And then I just cut a hole in it. And then I slowly just added little layers by layers. I made a little tongue piece that's separate that pops on and off.
How's it pop on and off?
I have on the side if you want me to grab it.
Yeah, sure. grab it. We're coming back to this. Because EVA foam is still something that I don't work with well. And I'm always looking to learn more. Oh my god, it's even got drool.
Yep.
That is
and
so
drool
cool.
Is actually liquid stitch.
What is liquid stitch?
It's used to help reinforce sewing. So I had bought some when I was trying to like figure out how to learn how to sew. So I would use that to help reinforce the seams kind of. And my bottle broke and it came out and it has this just nice gooey effect. And it's nice and solid too.
I love that came from a mistake. Like you're like, oh shit. Oh wait.
Yep.
Hey, Eric says, I just realized Jordan is dressed up like Kylo Ren. I was like, why is he wearing gloves?
Yep.
So how's that tongue attach?
So inside the mouth, I just slide it off. So I have a little piece of PVC to hold it, and then the tongue, which has a hole in it. So I can slide it on and off with these.
Honestly, sometimes I just overthink things and make things so damn hard. Like, that's easy and solid and sturdy. I was thinking that you must have had some sort of snap or attachment. What are the teeth made of? Just all EVA?
It's EVA foam clay.
See, that's what I want to start working with, is the clay.
Yep.
And that just how do you attach the foam clay to the EVA?
Well, for the teeth, I just roll them into shape and let them dry.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you first have it, it literally is like clay. So you can
Right.
wet it, soften it, shape it, sculpt it however you want. And once it's hardened, it turns into solid foam. So you can just glue it just like you glue foam to foam.
Okay, sorry, I was so distracted by. Thanks for the sub, Kate. And I couldn't even tell what you highlighted, what the highlighted message was, but it was like shouting things in my ears while you were describing like the answer to my question, and I was like so overwhelmed. I was frapping like a dog. So you said you roll the EVA foam clay. That's what we're talking about, Kat. And how did you glue it? Did you just like use super glue or?
For the smaller pieces, I use super glue.
Okay, interesting. Now this is I'm increasingly becoming not the go-to expert, but at work I work in a theater and work in like the scene shop and costumes and stuff as well. And they're realizing the value that cosplayers have, which I've always known it, but finally I've convinced them to start looking at that stuff. And they're like, well, you talk about that stuff all the time. Like, what should we do? And I'm like, oh God, I don't know. But I know people that do. So this is me trying to learn more so that when they do ask, I don't know, what should we do? I at least have some better idea.
Yeah.
No, I love that. We're going to come back to your Instagram and drool over some of your more photos.
Okay.
Drool over some of your more photos. I said that out loud. Okay, here is the bat who smiles. I love this look. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I feel like such a noob. The Batman who laughs. Don't roast me in the chat, you guys. Just don't. Thank you, Eric. The Batman who laughs. What went into this, and how do you see? I'm trying to find some other photos of this. I'm trying to find your photo, Eric, that you took of it. Oh, here it is.
Well, for the Batman who laughs,
Yeah.
right underneath that little metal part,
Uh-huh.
I have a thin slit because over the entire mask, it's actually all fabric. So I can actually see out of the little slit I have.
Can you see well out of that little slit you have?
I can see blurred images. Like if I see someone's face, I can see like the basic details of their face. Because it's sort of like a morph suit. Like when you have a morph suit mask on.
Oh, yeah.
Where you can see things but not super clear. It's like that.
But do you walk around the con like that?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Like, do you have to hold on to somebody?
Because it's easy to pop on and off.
Oh,
So
okay.
when I have it on, I can easily walk through the halls without bumping into anyone or anything. I can look at a picture from someone's art and I can recognize what it is.
Okay. Just picturing you like stumbling around the con, trying to hold on to somebody. Eric, great tidbit, says The Man Who Smiles is a movie from 1928, which ironically inspired the look of Joker. This is why I hang out with all of you. Y'all are so much smarter than I am. Did you know this?
I did. And that's actually the inspiration for the Batman Who Laughs name.
Oh my God. This is amazing. See, I knew what I was talking about the whole time. I would just combine the two titles because I clearly knew that they were in relation. Not that I'm just a dumbass. A few years ago at a con, I cosplayed as Spider-Man Noir, and I couldn't see shit all day. I had these like dark goggles on with this dark thing on. I couldn't breathe. I was like suffocating myself. The goggles were fogging up, and so I felt for you in the Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah. I take things like that into consideration when I make costumes now.
As one should.
Yeah.
But if y'all are noticing, you see a lot of dark colors, a lot of villains, a lot of scary, more like horror villains. I was gonna say like this from the Raven, but it's not the Raven, it's the Crow.
Yep.
I'm quitting. I have no business being here. Good night. I'm gonna leave you with Jordan, who's way more knowledgeable and he can talk to you about anything. And even your Grogu has mashups.
Yep.
What do you call this version of Grogu?
Oh, Grogu Ren. There's a slight delay in the video.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright.
And
Yeah, I call him Grogu Ren, the master of the Knights of Nuggies.
I think you might have him next to you. Could you let him say hi?
Yep.
Look at the child. Ah. And you make all of his costumes too?
I did.
That's cute.
The whole outfit from scratch.
Did you even sew it?
I glued it.
There you go.
Yep.
That's cute. It's like having a little baby.
Yep.
Everyone say hi, wave. Let's get some waves in the chat. Eric's loving it. John, yes, quote the Raven, nevermore. Quote the Boser. So, Jordan, talk to me. What is it about these dark characters? Like, I'm seeing no joy happening on this in this feed. It's all Sith Lords and symbiotics taking over, and oh, I do like this one. I saw you addressed as what do you call him? Ben Solo, Flynn Rider, Ben Rider,
Ben Rider,
Flynn Solo.
Yeah.
With the very
that mashup.
Yeah, Dr. Lindsay Strange. She's a gem. We love her. She's been on the show.
Lindsay's great.
She's great. She's got to come back on. She hasn't been on a virtual version yet. But what is it that draws you to these dark characters?
I've always liked darker things growing up, which like we said towards the beginning, how I grew up with Halloween, probably influenced that.
Like, is it just, well, I don't know. What is it about it, the dark things specifically, that draws you towards those?
I feel like darker characters, villains, they help embody things that you may want to do in life, but you know that you can't. They're the extremes that we wish we could do at times.
Oh, thank you, Fox Rating, for the raid. Sorry, I just want to sneak that in before they thought that we don't care. Well, I love you. Thanks for coming in, guys. Welcome to your Monday Night Geek Out session. We geek out guests every Monday night. We're talking with Alucard Jordan tonight about the dark characters of cosplay. So if you're a cosplayer, let me hear it. And he was just talking about he's drawn to the dark characters because it allows you to kind of get in the mindset to do things that we're not typically allowed to do.
Yep. It allows you to be the things that you wish you could do at times. Like, oh, real life. Oh, I would never think of like enslaving anyone, but dress as a Batman who laughs. I'll go up and like, want to wear my collar and I'll carry you around with a chain?
Oh, so now we know what you're into. Yeah, try Fox Gaming if you want to be a cosplayer. Then you were in the right place, because this is all to encourage you to jump in and try it out for the first time, and maybe even try a dark character like Jordan does, so that you can enslave people at cons. But that is interesting that there's almost like a portion of us, and this is like what I'm really curious to hear your thoughts about. There feels like a portion of all of us that's like the forbidden, the things that you're not supposed to do, the misbehavior, the mischievous part of you. But you find that it's always like wants to come out sometimes, right?
Yep, it does. But
But
cosplay, it could be like a fun way to let it come out in a controlled sense.
oh, like in a safe
Like,
space.
I can act and goof off or do things like if I was doing something dark without actually doing anything dark. It allows you to tap into that part of your emotions you don't necessarily can, especially if it's a character you feel connected to.
Right. And to a similar vein, that's why I really enjoy theater myself, especially when I get to play a villain or a dark character. Because it lets you tap into those feelings that we've been taught to repress and think those are bad and we shouldn't entertain those. But this is a safe space, and at the end of the day, no one's actually hurt.
Yep.
That's interesting. Who do you feel is the darkest character that you cosplay?
Easily the Batman who laughs, which is surprising because he's always smiling.
Oh, you can't trust a smile. I smile all the time. I just want to go back to that photo. Oh, here's another one. And just look at the confidence that you exude in this cosplay. And this is one of the first things I was like, oh, holy shit, I bet that guy's gotta have lost his mind. And then I meet you today and you're just like, hey, how's it going? And you're such a sweet guy.
Yep.
But that's the power of cosplay. Try Fox Gaming. That's the power of cosplay. Yeah, it is so cool. John says, in the words of Phantom of the Opera, let the dream begin. Let your darker side give in. Yeah, because there's a part of us. There's a part of us. And now I'm in my 30s. And for many of you, you know that I grew up like in a really Christian, weirdly strict Christian household that now I'm like basically rejected. But it feels so good to be able to just like slough off whatever ties felt like were holding me back in my life of trying to be the good boy and just be what I want to be and say what I want to say and do what I want to do. It feels so freeing.
It does feel like that.
Do you feel like go ahead, finish your thought.
Is like something my dad said, like when he was growing up, a lot of this stuff you'd probably be picked on for. Nowadays, with Marvel movies and everything going on, how it's more common, it allows you to embrace that part of you couldn't before.
Yeah, we're like the golden age of geeks, honestly. So if ever there was a time that you were wanting to try, whether it's Try Fox Gaming in the chat, anybody else listening now or after the fact, now is the time. You're never going to be more loved for it than now. It's one of my favorite shots, by the way. You in like Alta. I think that's one of the earlier shots that I ever saw of you and your work.
Yeah.
Do you find that in your own life that because you talked about how cosplay gives you the confidence and makes you feel like a leader when you want to be a leader as Kylo Ren, but maybe you don't always as Jordan, and the Batman Who Laughs lets you give into that little darker side. Does any of that translate to your actual life, or do you feel like there's a huge wall and those things will never connect?
I feel like there is a partial barrier, and some of those things can come through, but not like when I'm dressed up. Sort of like, if I want to try to be more authoritative, maybe I'll think like I want to be more like Kylo, act more in charge, imposing. And I can pull some of that energy at times.
So it's like they're a piece
of
you.
Right.
Yeah. But most of the time, what?
Most of the time, I'm just typically me. Calm, easygoing, like to hear all points of view.
Rather than saying, no, this is the way. This is the way.
Yeah.
You're full of shit. Eat my lightsaber and die.
Yep.
I really feel you on that, because honestly that's generally how I am too. Like I'm not gonna just make a decision unilaterally and say this is the right way. You're full of shit. I'm gonna hear your side. I'm gonna hear this side. I'm gonna hear my side. I'm gonna do some Googling and see what people think and then have an opinion. But that has bit me in the ass a lot in my life as well.
Right.
And so it's hard to find that balance just of when is it appropriate to listen? When's it appropriate to just like kick the door down to say this is how things are going to be?
Yeah. And I've tried changing that by taking what I've learned through energies as cosplay, my gut instincts, and trying to meld everything into a new sense of me. Because we're always growing and always changing.
Right. And you have to allow that growth. Do you feel like, let me ask you this. Do you feel like if you didn't start cosplaying in 2014, that you would have been able to tap into the growth that you have now?
Maybe not necessarily the same growth. I feel like it would have grown in a sense.
Yeah, I guess growth is inevitable in some direction.
Yeah. It's just a matter of where your path leads.
But I feel like cosplay kind of puts you in the driver's seat of that in a way, because you get to decide which characters you want to cosplay. And because you're drawn to these certain qualities, and you want to experience what that feels like. So in a way, you directed that path by choosing Kylo, choosing Batman Who Laughs.
I have.
What characteristics do you get from, like the Venom Loki and the Crow?
Well, for the Crow, I really tried to mimic the movie as much as I can, because I grew up watching that movie, and it's always been one of my favorites.
Because why?
I just always felt an attachment to the movie. I watch it every single year, dress up as him all the time. One of my favorite cosplays, even over Kylo Ren.
Really?
Yep.
And so that was one question that we got from the chat earlier, or at least on our Instagram, because we posted a question out there to all of you, questions for Jordan, and one of them was, what are your favorite characters to cosplay? And I know that we've talked about that a little bit. You said Kylo, now you said the Crow even more. What are your others top ones?
Batman Who Laughs.
I mean, that's gotta be my favorite.
Those three are my big three.
Yeah. That's got to be my favorite, just because I can see all the work that you put into it, and it's so creepy in the best way. And it just seems like it'd be a lot of fun to play that.
It is. It's very interesting to be him, because you're Bruce Wayne, but with the Joker's mentality, but with the power to create and destroy universes, with an army of evil Batman from other universes.
Can you even imagine? Can you even imagine what that would be like? How do you even process that mentally?
Honestly, I couldn't until I first saw it in the Dark Knights comic, which is when he is introduced. I looked at issue 1. I'm like, it's only the first issue. I'm doing that costume.
I mean, there's got to be some cosplay out there that you just see and instantly you're like, done. I have to do that. Sorry, I need to.
Yeah.
Do you have any looks?
That was my spring break. Was making that costume.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Enjoy Pebble Beach, bitches. I'm doing this.
Yep.
Do you have any upcoming looks that we can look forward to?
Well, one, you can see behind me, this helmet right here.
Uh-huh.
You may recognize it as a Ninja Turtles villain.
Is that the Shredder?
The Shredder.
Yeah, hell yeah. That is awesome. I can't wait to see that, because I know you're going to kill it. And once again, if you want to go follow Jordan on Instagram, follow along his great work. I just put in the command Alucard, and you can as well. And it takes you straight to his Instagram, Alucard, Dracula spelled backwards, 1017, if you're listening back on podcast. And let's just support some geeks out there. That's what we're here to do. Geeks support geeks. We have one more question that we got through our Instagram. Do you have a favorite Kylo Ren shot? I'll see if I can find it while you're thinking.
I have a good amount of Kylo Ren picks. I have to say, because of how funny it is, my favorite is the jealous girlfriend meme I did once.
Is it here in your feed?
It should be.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
It's where I'm walking along with the female General Hux. I'm looking over my shoulder at Rey.
It's so classic. Meanwhile, she's got a gun to your head.
Yep.
He said, hell yeah, that's like my kind of sister right there. Yeah. That's what I'm here for. Honestly, one of my favorite looks is this one. That I know you put together in honor of reaching 500 followers on Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah, he had put it out there previously, said, get me to 500 followers on Instagram, and where is it? And I'm going to do this.
Yep. And I did.
And you did. Good for you. See, all you need is a little self-deprecation and no shame, and that'll get you all your goals. That's a lesson to be learned tonight, you guys. Well, like I said, go follow him for all the loves. But we're going to shift gears a little bit. I'm going to hit him with some lightning questions, and then we're going to end the stream tonight with some good old-fashioned trivia. And we're going to play through Kahoot, so that means that you can play with us. We're going to be doing some trivia on Jordan's favorite topics, Star Wars, Batman, and maybe one that you choose. And we're going to see who's going to reign supreme. We can take 10. Why are you triggered by Kahoot, Alec? Is it because all of your teachers tried to use that as a fun learning tool in class? Like I totally did when I taught middle school. They did Kahoot in school. Yeah, of course they did. But it's fun, and you can play with us. So get over it. Ugh, I'm sitting on my feet and falling asleep. Okay, but first, are you ready for some lightning round questions?
Yep. Go ahead.
And Chad, if you think of any more questions, excuse me, for Jordan, then leave them in the chat and we'll ask him. He's got lots of great advice for cosplayers, for wannabe cosplayers, for anybody that just wants to tap into their evil dark side. This is your king. I know I have a note with lightning questions. There they are. Okay, let me get to a random set. Okay, ready?
Ready.
First answer comes to your head. Don't think too long. Are tomatoes a fruit or a vegetable?
Fruit.
Who's your favorite Harry Potter character?
Snape.
Have you ever stolen anything?
Accidentally.
Do you think anyone considers you a hipster?
No.
What's the sound you would make if you were freezing cold?
Probably not a sound.
Just death. When eating a formal meal with multiple forks, do you start from the outside or the inside?
Probably inside.
What's your favorite martial art?
Well, considering I took it as a kid, basic karate.
Boom. LA or New York?
New York.
Sour Patch Kids or Swedish Fish?
Sour Patch.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at trivia?
7.5.
Okay, we're going to find out. Super Mario Brothers or Zelda?
Zelda.
If Tupac appeared before you right now, what's the first thing you would ask him?
I don't know, actually.
What temperature do you like your thermostat at?
70.
Nice. There you go. You survived a round of lightning questions. Good job. Honestly, I've got a full list I pulled from something, and I don't even know what some of these questions are. And sometimes I never know what that next question is going to be, because it's like first time that I've read it. Excuse me, now I'm dying. Well, I'm ready for some trivia. How about you?
I'm ready.
Let's go. It's time for their pop quiz. Okay, so let's see. Let's pull up Kahoot, no matter how triggering it is. And like I said, all of you will be able to play with us, meaning you're going to get a game pin. And the first 10 people to join will be able to play. I want to play. Do this. Start. Skip. Okay. Let me pull this up. Oh, don't look at the questions now. Don't look at the questions now. Not yet. Not yet. No, don't look. But I can't fix it unless I get to that. Let's go to this. We fix this. We Discord. We want this. We want this. Okay. No! Wrong one. This one. This one. Alright, so Alucard's already in. Feel free if you at home want to play along. We're doing Classic Kahoot because this is like an old school. I'm going to play separately. How do I get there? Hello? Okay. You're going to come down here. You're going to come up here. Oh, wait, no, we already have that one. This one. This one. Yeah, okay. Ooh, we got Jaws playing. We got Alec. Sorry, anybody watching back. You can't play. But you can play on your own to see if you would have won. All right. We got the 4 of us.
All right.
Oh. What is this? Stop it. No, we got it. Okay, we got it. Pull the lever, Boser. Wrong lever. John, are you getting in on this? And anybody else in the chat, I'll give you another 10 seconds to get in. And this is a reminder, anybody watching back or in the chat, this is a Monday Night Geek Out Sesh, but on Wednesday you can always hang out with T while he paints minis and has some real talk about life. And then on Thursdays are our Tabletop Thursdays, currently our ongoing mini campaign for D&D. But soon we're going to be mixing it up with some really cool indie tabletop games. And then it's beginning a brand new campaign with not D&D, a really interesting different kind of style of play called City of Mist, where T is going to be the DM once again in the driver's seat, and I can't wait. All right, we got 5 of us playing. Let's see who is going to reign supreme in Star Wars Kahoot. May the Force be with you. Okay, at the beginning of Star Wars A New Hope, Princess Leia and her ship are carrying what? Is it the secret plans to the Death Star, escaped prisoners from the Empire, the main council of the Rebel Alliance, or Beskar Steel? I made my choice. Let's see. How long does this go? Oh, like 10, 20 seconds.
It's not popping up right on my screen.
It's not?
No.
What do you mean it's not popping up right on your screen?
It didn't actually have the answers in the squares.
It didn't?
No, it was just colored shapes.
Oh man, okay, then I'm gonna tell you what each color means. Also for you at home, chat. God, you have an unfair advantage then, don't you? Or no, I have an unfair advantage. You have a disadvantage.
Yep.
Eric says, yes, that's what I saw as well. That's stupid. Well, then watch it on stream. I think you'll be able to see it on stream. Okay, next question. Oh, poor Alucard doesn't get any. You get 0 points. Because of technical difficulties. You belong here. Alright, complete the classic line. That's no moon. It's a red is droid, blue is spaceship, yellow time machine, green is space station. That's no moon. It's a droid, spaceship, time machine, or space station. I think it's this. It's my guess. Oh my god, you guys can't hear it, but the music I'm listening to is just turned into lo-fi Star Wars theme. This is perfect. Space station! Space station was the right word. Damn it. I said spaceship.
Yep.
Oh, apparently I was the only dumbass that didn't know that answer. Jaws just pulled ahead. Alec right behind it. Then John. I'm still ahead just because you didn't get that one question, but you're coming up on my heels, Alucard.
All right.
Next, question 3. What does Han Solo owe to Jabba the Hutt? Red is Beskar Steel, blue is Imperial credits, yellow an Imperial landing craft, or green is a droid. Beskar Steel, Imperial credits, an Imperial landing craft, or a droid. Alex says, if I win, no one gets Star Wars. Yeah, because you don't even like Star Wars, Alec. How do you get that question right, and I don't? Imperial credits! Alright. Uh-oh, somebody didn't answer. Who was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like John missed that one, but that's alright. Alex on fire, and Jaws is still in the lead. But I'm climbing. You're hot on my heels. You're coming at me.
Yep. I'm not in last anymore.
Hey, there you go. Hey, what does the acronym in TIE Fighter stand for? TIE Fighter. Twin Long Engine is red. Blue is Total Evil Empire. Yellow is the Imperial Empire. Or green is Two Intercepted Engines. This actually, for some reason, I never thought about this. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
I pressed the wrong one.
It's Twin Ion Engine?
It is Twin Ion Engine. And ion engines are actually a real thing too.
Are they really?
But they're not like in Star Wars. They're very slow.
Meanwhile, that's interesting. I just never thought about what a TIE fighter is. I mean, yeah, TIE. Okay, sure. Yeah, Alec, I took a guess. I thought the Imperial Empire, and like, that makes sense. Oop! Let's see how the scores panned out on that one. Jaws just pulled ahead. Alec right behind. John pulled ahead, and me and you are on the bottom. Jordan. Look at us losing on our own show. What the hell? Eric says, I think it's because it looks like a bow tie. That's accurate. All right, next question. Cloud City hangs in the atmosphere above which world? I know this. Red is Yavin, blue is Tatooine, yellow is Bespin, and green is Endor. Okay, I think I knew this. I thought I knew this. I think it's this. No, Eric, I did not write the questions. I found these. Kahoot has so many pre-made quizzes that I don't have to do a lick of work. That's my kind of game. Correct answer is Bespin. Woo! Got it. It also matters how quickly you answer, if I'm not mistaken. So you get if you get it correct, you get a right answer, but you get more points if you answer faster. It was like, do you ever remember going to, basically it's like a Wings Etc. or any sort of, it was like a sports bar, and they had these on the table, and you could just like play with like a tablet at the table. Does anybody remember these?
Yeah.
I loved it. What happened to those?
Some places still have them.
Really? I haven't seen one in so long. It's so much fun. And then they had like a leaderboard across the nation. They need to have these at every restaurant. All right, next question. Oh, Eric says smartphones. They killed them. Yeah.
Yeah.
On which world does Obi-Wan Kenobi tell Luke to find Yoda? Red, Alderaan. Blue, Bespin. Yellow, Kashyyyk. Green, Dagobah. John says, yeah, the lag on my phone is not my friend. Sorry, bub. Alex says, I'm pretty sure they are making up words here. Yeah, it's called creating an entire universe. They get to create all the world words.
Yeah, that's the most fun part, making stuff up.
It was Green Dagobah. Who got that right? Ooh, Alucard just pulled ahead of John. Sorry, I think it's the lag that is pulling him down, but I'm sneaking up on the lead right behind you, Jaws. Eric Jaws says, I got tripped up because I thought it was what planet he said the line, which I thought was Hoth. Oh, sorry. I'll try to read better. I clicked it because it said dog. Oh my god. What is the Emperor's name? Red, Palpatine. Blue, Dooku. Yellow, Grievous. Green, Nero. Oh, I'm trying to click on the screen, but that's not how that works. Basically, who's this a picture of? It's Grogu's like freaking me out. Palpatine is the answer. Good. Nobody missed that one. Congratulations. Oh, Alex just pulled ahead of me. I think you must have answered faster than I did. Jaw is still in the lead with 5,700. But you're not last, Jordan. Fortunately, John is. Because I think he gave up on his internet. Which actor provided the iconic voice of Darth Vader? Is it Peter Mayhew? Blue is David Prowse. Yellow is James Earl Jones. Green is Bob Anderson. Can you see these okay on the... Oh yeah, kind of. Kind of. We'll pull it down here. There we go. It's yellow, of course. James Earl Jones. Good job. Nobody missed it. And I pulled ahead of you, Alec. It's going to be a neck-and-neck race. But Jaws has a streak of 8 correct answers in a row. Nice job. Question 9 of 15. In Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, C-3PO says, I am fluent in over how many forms of communication? Is it red 9,000, blue 800,000, yellow 10 billion, or green 6 million? This is a complete stab in the dark. These are some good questions. It's like those random questions that I guess real fans would know, but semi-fans might know. It's 6 million?
6 million.
Really? I did not get that right. Yeah, I dropped way down. Alec got it right. Alucard, of course, got it right. Jaws got it right. Sticking in the lead, Jaws. 7,200, almost 7,300 points. I'm about to fall below John if I keep it up. What are the odds of surviving an asteroid field? Oh my god. Red, 3720 to 1. Blue, 2342 to 1. Yellow, 4345 to 1. Green, 5124 to 1. I have no idea. I'm just taking a stab in the dark. I mean, I know when he said this line, but who remembers this for real? I want to know if anybody's like, yeah, of course I know that one.
Okay, I did remember it right.
Did you really? 37, wait, 3,720 to 1.
Yep.
What the hell? Yeah, Alec, all I see is numbers and all I see is math. And it like freaks me out. Plus, it's hard to say the color, but not say the word. Like red is 3,720. Nope, that's wrong. All right, who got that? Alucard and Jaws. And that was it. Grogu. That's not fair. He knows all. Jaws, you had 10 correct answers in a row? It was the 20 that reminded me. Okay, Jaws. Okay.
No,
11.
that's what helped me too.
On what planet does Jabba the Hutt live? Red, Alderaan. Blue, Bespin. Yellow, Tatooine. Green, Coruscant. Oh, shit. I'm trying to tap into the recent Boba Fett show. I still might have gotten it wrong. Boser, you're losing to me, Alex says. Ah, God. Tatooine. Okay, where's Coruscant?
Yep.
What's in Coruscant?
It's basically DC as a planet.
Oh, that's right. God damn it. Like I said, y'all, I've never promised I was knowledgeable in anything. I'm just here for a good time. Jaws is untouchable. Alucard sneaking up on you, though. Come on, it's your show. I want you to win. Or NYC as a planet, said Eric. Yeah. All right, a few more questions in this quiz. Princess Leia dresses as a bounty hunter to rescue Han in Return of the Jedi using this name. Red is IG-88. Blue is Boosh. Yellow is Boba Fett. Green is Bosk. Guess? Shot in the dark? Alex says I'm beating Boser, and this show has Spock in it. Bosk sounds like I'm boss. Hey! Got it! Guess! Took a complete guess. Who else took a complete guess with me?
Nope, I knew.
Oh, it looked like a lot of people got it right. Nice. How do you know these things? Like, how many times have you seen Star Wars to know these things?
A good amount.
A good
But it
amount.
kind of helps that it's technically my mom.
Oh, that's true. So you paid attention. You did your family history. Yeah. You did your ancestry.com.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Going on 13 and 15. In The Force Awakens, who attacks the Millennium Falcon to settle debts with Han Solo? Is it Kanji Club, red, blue, Droid Gatra, yellow, Guvian Death Gang, or green, the Parallax Chain? What the shit? This kind of sounds familiar. Eric, what did you say? Oh, mini. There's 2 correct answers?
Yeah.
That's cheating, but great, because I remember the Kanji Club. And the Guavian Death Gang?
Yep.
I don't remember this scene even happening. Did that pull me ahead? Nope. Still losing down here. Me and you, John, stick together. Jaws is untouchable at 10. 421. Alucard, you're right behind him. 8812. Yeah, I just love the line. Tell that to the Kanji Club, says Eric. Okay. That's what I must remember. All right, the penultimate question. In The Force Awakens, BB-8 and R2-D2 are both carrying parts of what? The Starkiller base blueprints, Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, holographic star map, or a message to Princess Leia. Well, if you can see the picture, I feel like that kind of tells you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Eric says, yeah, I just like the line, tell it to Kanji Club in that accent. Well, that image kind of spoils it. Yeah. It's the holographic star map? It is? I thought it was a Starkiller base blueprints. I thought that picture gave it away, but I was wrong. Oh, me and you, Alec, we were both wrong. And I finally dropped below John. Good job, John. I'm now losing on my own show. That tracks. That absolutely tracks. Alucard, can you take over Jaws in this final question? Yeah, it's the last question of Star Wars. Here we go. What is the last thing Princess Leia says to Han Solo in The Force Awakens? Is it wait for me? I love you. May the Force be with you. Bring him home. Oh, God. I think that. What are you saying, Alec? You're... Damn it. I was... Everyone but me. I just thought that might be iconic enough. Bring him home is the correct answer. Meanwhile, I said, may the force be with you. I hope if anyone looks back on this, don't unfollow. Don't leave this. Don't unsubscribe. Ooh, okay. Alec came in third. Alucard second, 13 out of 15. And Eric Jaws with 15 questions out of 15 questions. Nice job. And John were both runners up with being losers. We tried, John. We tried. Bring him home. Give it up for Eric and Alucard and Alec. Nice job. Boser's not allowed to watch Star Wars anymore. Clearly, I should have watched it some more. Well played. Every question was answered correctly by most players. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, let's get another one. What's the full report? Let's see. Have you stopped sharing? Oh, no. Get over it. Get over it. Nope. 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 We're going to come back to this while I get the next game set up. How'd you think you did? Did you know that you... Did you feel confident doing those, or did you think that you would do better?
I think I could do better, but I feel like I mainly lost because of the first question.
What was that first question?
Oh, it didn't have any of the answers on there. It was just the color and the shapes.
Oh, yeah, because when you're looking at your phone, it's only that. It's like a little remote control.
Yep.
But yeah, you got to look at the chat. So how'd you do at home? Let me know. Let us know in the comments. Did you get those all right? Did you beat me like everybody else did? Now I'm trying to find a Batman quiz, but it's hard to tell which one of these is any good as a Batman. Oh, this got 50 questions. Maybe not. That seems like a lot. How about... These are stupid. That's a stupid question. Those are dumb. Not even I could answer those. Okay, what's this one? Who's this? All the questions are, who is this? Which I suppose they're going to show a picture of. Who's this? Who's this? Huh? Who's this? Ooh, okay. Okay. This looks like it's stupid enough. Let's try it.
All right.
Some of these are random. Some of these might make you mad. But we'll find out. Can we change this to the new game? All right, that's the pin if you're playing with us. Go ahead and... Okay. No, I don't want that. I think if you refresh your phones... Eric Jaws is in there. I can't get out of this. How do I get back to the regular game? Okay, we're just going to start over. Oh, good. We got Eric Jaws, Alucard, Boser's adopted son. Wow. I had no idea.
Congrats.
And who else is joining the chat? Wow, it's Alex's stepdad. Wow. How amazing. John says, I had one wrong answer in 2 out of terms. I could have done better. It's a boy. Wow. I'll give all of you just a few more seconds. There's John Anybody else joining in this? I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I apologize for this in advance. It's all about Batman. All right, 1 of 14. How many people were Batman in the comics? Is it 1, 7, 4, or 8 or more? That's a one question, 8 or more. I have no idea if this is accurate. That's what you get. This is the Wikipedia of quiz games. Anybody can just go make up some shit and then put it on the internet as if it's true. Ooh, it's 8 or more, according to this survey. Honestly, if any of this is wrong, I want to hear about it. Put it in the comments if you're watching it back, or if you're in the chat and this is all complete garbage. Let me know. All right, let's see. Ooh, who's in the lead? Why, it's Alex Stepdad. That's me, followed by Alucard. We're winning this. This is vindication.
Round.
Who was the very first Robin? Was it Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Barbara Gordon, or Connor Kent? Oh, you get only like 10 seconds tops. It's Dick Grayson. Well, it looks like we must have lost somebody. Oh, I think it was John. Ooh, I'm still in the lead, but just barely. You're right behind me, Alucard. Here we go. I'm feeling good about this quiz. We can get behind this. Question number 3. What is Batman's origin? Watched parents die, fell from a planet, found a magic ring. Oh. I'm angry about this.
Well, it kind of depends. In the dark multiverse,
what if it's
different ones as Batman.
Yeah, what if it's all the answers? Okay,
like one of the Batman's last Dark Knights is a Green Lantern Batman who turned evil.
Really? So we should fight this quiz. This is garbage quiz. But this quiz says watch parents die. And that's the thing about comics is you can't ever put anything out as a fact because you know there's some comic somewhere that's going to say you're wrong.
Yep.
Ooh, but I'm just still barely ahead of you. Meanwhile, Boser's adopted son and Eric Jaws are towards the bottom. And John timed out, unfortunately. Sorry, John. When was Batman created? Question 4. May 1939, January 2016, April 1950, June 1969. Eric says, or it'll get retconned. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Does it say the date on that comic? It was May 1939.
No, that's not the correct comic because Robin was introduced way later.
I wonder if they had the wrong comic but the wrong date. Or I mean the right date. Honestly, all you Batman fans listening back, I want to know. Just like blow up and I'm actually the shit out of this quiz in the comments. John, you have.
Well, what helps is the 50th anniversary was recently, a few years back.
In 2019?
Yep.
Nice. Oh my god, John, it's a 15-second delay. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't think you have a chance anymore. 5 of 14. Has Batman ever killed before? Has Batman ever killed before? Can I click in between? Yes or no? There's only 2 answers. Yes or no? Apparently this answer is yes. Is that accurate, Alucard?
Yep. He has killed.
Who was it? I just spilled on myself.
Different characters and different ones. I know in one he had a Russian super soldier out in the tundra, and he broke his spine and just left him there.
So he didn't kill him, but he didn't save him.
Oh no, he broke his spine and left him to die. But this was also after he shot Nightwing in the brain.
Oh God, okay. Well, I was like, that's a gray area then, but nope, that's death. Yeah, John, this guy needed a spell check. Oh, in the same line in Batman Begins, Eric says. Yeah, okay. 6 of 14. Who is Batman's arch nemesis? Well, it depends. Lex Luthor, Sinestro, the Joker, or Captain Cold? I feel like that changes all the time.
It does not.
Really?
Yep. Each one of them are the villains for a different hero.
Yeah, but to say this one says Joker, yeah, which I would agree with. I mean, Sinestro is the arch nemesis of
Hal Jordan.
Lex Luthor is of Superman, and Captain Cold is nemesis of
Flash.
Oh, that's it. But to say that Joker is always the arch nemesis, do you feel that that's true? I feel like that could be arguable.
It is true.
Like hands down true, or
because in a storyline, he even tells the Joker says he is the extreme anarchy, while Batman tries to be the extreme order. That they're opposites to each other, and because of that, they will always clash.
Okay, you just sold me on it.
And there's even been a story where Batman dies, but he's actually missing, and the Joker goes sane because of it. Because without Batman, his existence is pointless.
Wow.
So he goes sane, gets a normal life, and he becomes a banker.
Oh, that's cool. Of course he'd be a banker.
Yep. And then as soon as he sees Batman, it triggers him, and he relapses into a Joker.
I love that. What comic is that?
It happens a couple times in different comics.
I'm gonna look it up. Excuse me. Whew. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna read that one. All right, a few more questions in this. Is Batman savage? That's not a trivia question. That's stupid. Is Batman savage, yes or no? This is dumb. I just lost respect for this quiz. I almost lost it. Oh, the correct answer for this opinion is yes. I've almost lost it when it said, has he ever killed? But now, this is what I get for not vetting. Oh, sorry. Question 8. Has Batman beaten the strongest form in the universe, Darkseid? Yes. No. He is the most powerful force in the universe. Or no. I'm about to click away from this bullshit. Because
there is an actual answer. They do fight.
But what answer does this troll on the internet? Oh, he said yes, and he is the most powerful force in the internet are both acceptable answers. This quiz does suck. You can blame me. I'm sorry. I scanned the questions quickly. I didn't know they were all stupid. But I'm still winning, so I don't know what that means. Spoiler alert, I made this quiz. I'm the troll. Question 9. Can Batman beat Superman? Ooh, now it's just a fun opinion. Yes, no, stalemate, no. I know there was a movie that made it look like he could. I just don't agree with that. I feel like if Superman wanted to beat Batman, there's absolutely nothing he could do. Even with kryptonite, it doesn't matter. He's Superman.
But because he's Superman is why he loses. Superman will always hold back.
Oh, damn.
Batman would.
Oh, damn. That's deep. Oh, damn. Okay. But Batman does hold back. He's never killed. Well, that's not true. He has killed. But that starts, at least, as one of his core principles. Oh, you just pulled ahead with that one, Alucard. I'm right on your heels. And then Boser's adopted son, Eric Jaws, and then John with the slow internet. All right, let's finish this out. 4 more questions. How long did it take to animate Batman's cape in Batman Arkham Asylum? Here you go, a real question. 2 years, 6 months, 1 month, 5 days. I'm going to say this one. Yeah, John, the Kryptonite issue 2, but if Superman wanted to beat Batman. 2 years? Is that accurate? Is that true? 2 years. Who got that right? John! I thought 1 month. I'm like, it can't be that hard.
Well, a lot of the physics into a cape.
Yeah, but how many characters have capes now in video games? I thought they had mastered it. But you can see every detail of that cape, like every thread. I love those Pixar memes that they're like, you're not leaving here until I see every fiber on Mr. Incredible's shirt.
It's crazy sometimes. Like in Rapunzel, Entangled, you can see Rapunzel's reflection in Eugene's eyes.
That's insane. That's insanity. All right, 11 of 14. Did Batman used to use guns? I actually think I know the answer to this because I was just at Hall of Heroes Comic Museum, Superhero Museum in our local town of Elkhart, and I saw some old comics where, yes, in fact, he does use guns. And it wasn't until, maybe like the 50s or something, that became uncouth and no longer was using guns.
Because I believe it was when the comics code came about.
Yeah. And so there's one from like kind of supporting the war effort where he's holding like a Gatling gun and dropping some probably racially insensitive terms on the cover of this comic. All right, 3 more questions. How many Robins have killed before? How many Robins have killed before the main 4? Or how many Robins have been killed before? 1, 2, 3, or 4? What? This is a stupid question.
I believe either or it's the same answer.
Can I do a Yelp review of this bad quiz? Yeah, is it talking about how many died or how many killed some other people? This is dumb. Skip. Good job, Alec. Good job, John, taking a stab in the dark. 13 of 14. When did the first Batman movie come out? 2015, 1990, 96, or 64? I'm gonna say that. It's dropping a red herring of an image. It's 1964. Probably up back there with the Adam West version of the TV show.
Yeah.
Which the...
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Was TV a thing back then? Yeah, and even in color. All right, who got that right? Oh, I pulled ahead! I'm going to win one! All right, last question, you guys. Here we go. How much would it cost to be Batman? $1 million, $300 million, $9.2 billion, or $1 billion? I'm guessing it means all that equipment and tech and car and Batcycle and Batplane. It says $300 million. I really want to know how they did that math. Only one of us guessed it. Who got it? Eric Jaws in third. Alucard in second. And I came in first. But I did not get that last question right. Who guessed that one? Yeah, I won because it says Alec is on top. That's right. That's right. Hey, good job, you guys. Eric got it right. Nice job. Well, I'm so sorry for some utter bullshit of a quiz on that last one. I'll just chalk that up to non being prepared on my part. But I hope, did you have fun tonight? It's nothing, there's nothing not fun about just sitting around geeking out about cosplay and about Batman and what have you. And Baby Yoda. John says, not to mention the 60s Batman had the incomparable Eartha Kitt as Catwoman. She was chef's kiss. I knew what you meant, John. I got you. We're on the same wavelength. But Jordan, honestly, thank you so much for joining us tonight on the Geek Out Sesh here on a Monday night on 4 Geeks by Geeks. Do you have any parting shots for the chat before that we go? Any last words of wisdom? There you go. You heard it here, folks. Don't let gatekeepers keep you away from cosplay, because this will get me triggered every time. I just think it's so incredibly stupid that there's anybody out there that says you can't cosplay this. Unless it's like a legit reason. Hi, cows! Thanks for stopping in. We're just about to close up, actually. But we're going to keep this energy going for a raid. Anybody have a suggestion for a raid? Okay, I see it. Kisagu plays. Okay, we're going to get that going in just a sec. But Jordan, honestly, once again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And all of you out there in the YouTubes, in the podcasts, in the chat, thank you for joining us. We will be back next week with, I can't remember. Oh my god, I can't remember. I'm so bad. I'm the worst. Just leave me. Oh, actually, next week, we're actually be talking about cryptids and Bigfoot and ghosts and the Loch Ness Monster. And a friend of mine, Sean, is coming on, and even T is going to join us, because if you know T, that is a huge passion. So we're gonna have a group talk about those. So bring your thoughts for those. I'm really excited for that. That should be interesting. And so we're just going to geek out about that crazy shit in the woods. But on Wednesday, T is going to paint, as he always does, some minis. And so you can hang out in the chat while he paints and talks to you about those. He's actually creating an FGBG-inspired Warhammer faction. So that should be cool. You get to create the lore of it and choose the colors, kind of based off of our logo. And then Thursdays will be our episode 10 of our ongoing mini campaign. And if you're behind on that, you can always catch up on YouTube or on podcast. But for now, Jordan, do you know how we end here on a Geek Out Sesh? So I'm going to say, as always, I am Boser, and you say, you are. And until next time, you just keep geeking out. You just keep. Good night.